Hey guys, Tarke here, and I want to talk about this tweet that the PoE Twitter account just put out. This has been the most exciting thing we've seen so far, and I'm going to end this video with a fun story from ExileCon, which I think is related to this. So I've been complaining about the state of Kirak for a long time. They introduced this new character who was kind of interesting. He establishes the whole mapping thing, and then he just kind of was there, and I always found it very annoying that we had to have two NPCs in our hideout which kind of shared the same job, because whenever you're doing the Conquerors, you'd have to talk to Kirak to then talk to Zana to open a portal. And it seems like Kirak is replacing Zana as the new mapping person, which means no longer double clicking. Now, to be fair, we know that the Cirrus Conqueror system is going into the map tab, so there may not be that anymore, but you know, even when it comes to like Maven stuff or whatever the new bosses are, I assume it'd be a similar kind of role of opening up portals for that. And it looks like we won't have this awkward double thing going on. So, yay! It's been a big complaint for a while. Now, the thing which makes this extra fun though, is something that happened in New Zealand, which I'd kind of forgotten about until this. So, this was actually just before ExileCon. It was either, I think it might have even been like the day before ExileCon. There was a dinner where anyone who had a certain ticket could go to, and obviously the stream stuff that got flown out, they could go to this dinner. And it was this massive big restaurant that was rented out, and there were all of these tables. On each table there would be a GGG developer. So it was a thing that you go, you got a meal, and you got to chat to someone from GGG. The table I was on, if I remember correctly, I was sat opposite Rise. Sorry, I was sat next to Rise, but opposite was Nick. Nick is a really cool guy who used to be like the main story person at GGG. And he was stone-faced. He didn't like let anything out. But obviously this was like the day before ExileCon. So he's kind of like, so what are you guys hoping to see, sort of thing. And we were kind of spitballing about directions we'd maybe want the game to go into. And I went on a massive rant about how I was sick of Zana, because I felt like Zana had become like this Mary Sue main character of the game, and to me that was really out of place. I always really liked the low fantasy aspect of it, and I didn't suddenly like that it was now this just like magical person who's just like, oh, this is everything is to do with this person. And the whole time I was going on this massive rant, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for her just to become a boss, because clearly there's something sketchy about her. I just want her gone. CBA. He's not like breaking, but there was like a slight like smile, and he was like, interesting. And I always thought after ExileCon, he was just kind of like laughing internally, because he knew that the next day Conquerors of the Atlas was going to be announced, and there's going to be this massive focus on Zana, which probably is the case, but would also make it'd be doubly funny for him if he knew that they planned this like full arc of, we introduce the fact through Cirrus and everything that maybe we can't trust Zana, and eventually she's going to be a big bad. So if you've got someone opposite you being like, oh, I can't stand Zana, and you know that you're about to like launch a massive Zana-focused expansion, and the guy's then like, oh, I really hope we get to kill her as a boss, and you know that's like X many years down the line, that would be quite funny. So hopefully that's the case. And if you're somehow watching this, Nick, congratulations on not like giving anything away, because like I was really gunning for that. But even if that isn't the case, even if it's a situation of just they've put everything onto Kirak, this is still a massive win, because we don't have to have that awkward portal double click thing. Unless they introduce a new NPC, like the Envoy goes into a hideout or something, and then we're in a situation of we need to talk to the Envoy, to talk to Zana, to talk to Kirak, to open the boss portal. If they do that, then like, please, let's not. But anyway, I just thought I'd talk about that very briefly. And as for the map mods that we get in this league, Abyss, yeah, Domination. I quite dig Domination, especially using the Gull. Bloodlines is great. Harby's great. Ambush, whatever. Beyond is fun. People love Beyond. And Ritual is great if you're trying to get hold of the Ritual bases and SSF. So I'm happy with those. But the main thing really, I'm just happy to see that Kirak is now the Atlas guy. And if we get to kill Zana, yes! I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Let me know what your crazy theory about this is, by the way. Bye-bye.